You know, a death row inmate refused to eat his huge feast, angering the prison officials so much that they ended the 87-year tradition of the last meal request. This is Michelle, and these are the 5 bizarre last meals requests of death row prisoners you probably haven't heard about. Eileen Carbornos was an American serial killer and prostitute who operated in Florida. Between 1989 and 1990, she shot and killed 7 men. Even though Warnos claimed she was assaulted by the men and that she acted in self-defense, she was sentenced to death. Warnos spent 10 years on death row and was executed on October 9, 2002, by lethal injection. Her last meal was a cup of coffee. Ronnie Lee Gardner was executed by a firing squad on June 18, 2010, in Utah. Gardner received the death penalty for the murder of 2 men. His first murder was in October 1984, when he killed Melvin John Otterstrom during a robbery in Salt Lake City. And the second one took place in April 1985, in a court, when he shot attorney Michael Burdell while trying to escape. Gardner's last meal was quite extravagant and consisted of steak, lobster tail, apple pie, vanilla ice cream, and 7-Up. But even more surprising was that his request to watch the Lord of the Rings film trilogy while eating the meal was granted. In 1981, Ray Rector killed a man at a restaurant and agreed to surrender to the police. But as the negations were finalized, Rector changed his mind and shot police officer Robert Martin in the back. He then shot himself in the head, which ended in a lobotomy. After his recovery, Rector was sentenced to death by lethal injection. His last meal request was steak, fried chicken, cherry Kool-Aid, and pecan pie. German serial killer Fris Harmon, known as the Butcher of Hanover, was not told of his execution until the night before, as was the nation's custom in 1925. He was instead granted an expensive cigar and a cup of Brazilian coffee before being put to the guillotine. Lawrence Russell Brewer joined a white supremacist gang. On June 7, 1998, Brewer and 2 other gang members, John William King and Sean Allen Berry, tied African-American James Byrd behind a pickup truck and dragged him for 3 miles, until his head and right arm were cut off. Brewer showed no remorse for the monstrous act, and was executed by lethal injection on September 21, 2011. Brewer's last meal request was a feast consisting of 2 chicken fried steaks, 3 fajitas, a triple meat bacon cheeseburger, a pound of barbecue, a meat lover's pizza, a bowl of fried okra, a pint of ice cream, and peanut butter fudge with nuts. However, when Brewer got the meal, he refused to eat any of it, claiming he was not hungry. That act angered the prison officials so much that they ended the 87-year tradition of last meals in Texas. Which of these last meals do you think is the most bizarre? Comment down below, like, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.